What's going on, y'all? So listen. What's going on, y'all? Let me tell y'all something. First of all, now I told y'all I was going out last night. I ain't go to sleep until like after 7 o'clock this morning. I had a time last night, baby. It was needed too, and it wasn't even planned. Cause I told y'all, like in another video, I said I was gonna do something for my birthday. Me and a group of friends was getting together later on this month. But bitch, and then let me tell y'all what my mama did. My mama surprised me, y'all. My mama surprised me, and she said she's gonna give me a trip to Puerto Rico. I said, what? Oh my God. And that's it, bitch. I was feeling unspecial this whole time. I was feeling like just this whole time. And then my mama popped up with that. Then I had a good time last night this morning. And then, bitch, let me tell y'all this also, girl. Yesterday around 11 o'clock, I was knocked the fuck out anyway. And I woke up to a text message from my father who said happy birthday. Y'all already know how I felt about that because last year he totally ignored it. I was like, okay. But yeah, thank you guys for all of the birthday wishes and love. And some of y'all sent some money, even though I told y'all didn't have to do that. Am I sending it back? No. But thank you. You ain't gotta do that. I'm just saying. But I felt love, I felt appreciated. But there was so many comments and I couldn't comment back to y'all, so I just want to put it out here now. But let's just get up into the video. So bitch, if I'm lagging, girl, I'm just tired. That's just all that it is, okay? So this is the Real Housewives of Potomac, all right? Season 7, episode 13. Sisterhood of the Traveling Beef, okay? So we get up into it, right? The girls are back from the whole situation that happened at Karen's little event, whatever you want to call it, the little hosting shit, the little variety show. That's what it felt like, y'all. That's what it felt like. It felt like a variety show than actually a show that was truly about Karen. But hey, it is what it is. She did her thing. We gonna move on from it. So she's at home and she's getting ready, packing and doing whatever because it's Ashley's birthday coming up and the girls are going down to Mexico. Ashley wants to go to Mexico to celebrate or whatever. We saw when she invited all the girls, the women or whatever, and I don't think many people was that enthused. But hey, a free trip is a free trip because I don't know who paying for this. You know, Ray saw Ray saw Karen over there, and he was like, "What you doing, babe?" And he was like, I'm getting ready to go to Mexico." "You going to Mexico?" I said, "Oh, what?" Listen, you cannot lie. You cannot not like Ray, okay? Because he's just funny unintentionally. He reminds me so much of my granddaddy, just out of sight, out of mind sometimes. But anyway, so they got that going on. And, she said she's going to go down there. Her and Ashley going to go down there first so that they can check out the rooming situation, check out the living situation, so it won't have no issues. And she's going to bring Wendy with her because, some of the girls, meaning Giselle and Mia, they don't really fuck with Wendy right about now. So, hey, it is what it is. Okay, that's fine. They gonna do what they do. Moving on from that, we get Giselle. She in the car and she coming from the doctor's office, right? I guess she had to get a biopsy because she said fibroid tumors, right? She's dealing with fibroid tumors, and I will say I do appreciate each and every time we do get on these reality shows where especially they're predominantly black casted with women, because I don't know how it is for other women of other, nationalities, cultures, and races and ethnicities. But I know for black women, a lot of us are prone to fibroid tumors and stuff like that. And it just be messing us up, having heavy periods, having painful periods and stuff. And girl, I go through it. My mama went through it. So I do like seeing other women that look somewhat like me, I guess. Giselle, I don't know why that bothered me to say that. And when I say somewhat like me, I mean, black women, not the light skin shit, because fuck her. But anyway, let me ask y'all this. Since I brought it up, do y'all consider me light skinned? Because as I be looking at myself on this camera, I really don't feel like it no more. I feel like I'm light brown. I may be in a delusional state right about now. I don't know. But y'all already know how I feel about that. It is what it is, okay? But you know, you got that going on. And she on the phone with Robin. Basically, she had to get a little biopsy. You know, she said she been dealing with this for a long time. And, you know, it's come to the point where the fibroids is so goddamn big, you can't just take them out. You're just going to have to remove her uterus. And so, basically, she's going to have to get a hysterectomy. But, of course, you know, she said that ain't going to stop her from going down into Mexico and to see what's going on. You know, so, of course, you know, mama ain't got nothing else to do. She's going to put her health at risk, even though the doctor, the nurse, and all that stuff said, you know, girl, you clear to go. I wouldn't recommend it. You know, I would rather you just chill out and rest or whatever. But you can go on down there and have a little bit of fun or whatever before they actually do the operation. So, of course, Giselle want to go down there to see the fireworks that's going to happen between, you know, Karen and what's that girl named Sharice. Now, here's the thing. They get to talking about Karen's event, and I actually agree, like, girl, I don't know what it was. I don't know what it was. You know, Karen tried. She did her best. I ain't gonna shit on it. You know, truth be told, you know, I don't feel like her event was any more better than Giselle and Robin's event, okay? They both practically did the same thing, meaning that even though Giselle and Robin was more so talking and conducting and stuff themselves, what was really different, the only difference between Karen's stuff, it was in a smaller venue and she had other people coming up there, and it really wasn't all about her like it was. Well, that's it. Other than that, girl, whatever, they did their damn thing, and I'm pretty sure if they do it again, it'll probably be better. They learn from their mistakes or whatever, and blah, blah, blah. But, you know, Giselle want to be messy and bring up the fact that, you know, Karen left off Sharice, okay? Talking about something, it's kind of messed up that she left Sharice off the list and didn't invite her to the event. You know, you made sure to put in a text message to Katie Ross. Bitch, bring Katie ass. Now, see, listen, Katie going through her own stuff, okay? Katie going through some real stuff. I hope Katie is doing a little bit better. Katie was being a little bit messy last week when she posted that video of Candace dancing, and I think it was Ashley's friend, the dark skinned one, that other group, you know what I'm saying? The one that I actually like. Because remember I said it was only 1.5 that was kind of pretty. She's the one, okay, to me. She's the one that I said looked better than all of them. But so, you know, she was doing her thing or whatever. She was like, this the only one that if he wanted to be looking at somebody, this the one that he should be having his eyes on. Now, I don't know if she was talking about Candace in the video, if she was talking about old girl who was in the video, because old girl was in a white dress and she was all in the focus. But either way, that messy type of shit is the reason why we need Katie on the goddamn show. Because she just gives it, just, you know, because Katie is just full of chaoticness, all right, and you just don't know which way you're gonna go. But my mother, last time I had seen her, she was going into rehab. I'm pretty sure she's out, so I hope that she's doing well. But Giselle and Robin, mostly Giselle is in her feelings at the reason why, you know, Sharice wasn't invited, wasn't in a text string. You know, of course, Karen trying to act like everything's cool, but, you know, that's kind of messed up that you wouldn't invite her. Let me just tell you this. At the end of the day, we are grown. And if I don't like somebody, I really don't have to explain it to you why I don't like them. Just because you like them and you want some mess to happen and you want to be nosy, I ain't got to explain shit to you as to my reason why I don't like a person or why I'm not talking to a person, okay? That ain't got nothing to do with you. And if I said I don't, I don't. If I'm having an event and you already know I don't like this person, why would you get mad because I didn't invite them? We're not cool. I don't care if that person want to try to be my friend again. I don't like them. And it's just not going to happen. So Karen did absolutely nothing wrong, okay? Why would you invite somebody that you don't fuck with to an event of yours? To destroy your moment, you know, to destroy your feelings or whatever. Fuck that trying to be nice shit. Because if the cameras wasn't around, you're not going to invite nobody that you don't mess with. If the cameras were not around, Giselle, you're not going to invite Wendy anywhere. So let's stop that. The only reason why Wendy and you still in the same presence is because y'all on the same show and you're obligated to be at the same events. That's it. Sharice, she's not a full-time cast member. She's a friend of a show. Okay, so let's stop that. And you know, she said because she want to get down to the bottom of it because Sharice going to be down up in Mexico and she want to know what the tea is. I said, girl, it ain't none of your business, but all right. You know what? And I meant to comment on this earlier because Sharice keep on saying, like she said earlier in the season, you know, Karen avoiding her or whatever, maybe because she knows some stuff. She know that I know stuff about her and all this. But If I knew that you knew some of my tea that could be damaging to me and you could put out on Front Street, don't you think I would befriend you? If I was that desperate for you not to put it out there because I don't know which way you're going to flow, don't you think I would befriend you instead of trying to avoid you? Sharice, baby, you don't make no sense. That's why you don't need to be on the show. I'm just saying. So, let me tell you this. Robin, girl. Girl, you ain't got nothing else to do. Baby, for the very first episode of The Real Housewives of Potomac, Robin has been, if anything, consistent with this goddamn storyline about this relationship with Juan and this wannabe marriage, okay? Let me just tell y'all this. Robin, from us to you, I just want you to know that we don't care about this because we know you really don't care about it. Hell, your sons don't even care about it, baby. They don't believe you not 1 second that y'all about to get married. And at this point, I feel like it might disrupt the flow of what's actually going on between you and Juan, okay? If y'all in a roommate situation, please just stay in a roommate situation. You ain't got to put on airs for us. You ain't got to put on airs for them on this show because we already know the truth. And truth be told, your people know the truth as well. And I further knew the truth when you sitting up there talking about something, you finna get them boys fitted for the tuxes and everything. I said, why are you wasting these kids' time? They could be outside playing football. They could be outside running around. You know, I would say video games because that's what these kids do these days. No, these kids need to take their asses outside, okay? They could be outside playing. They could be doing a little bit of homework, a little bit of studying, doing something shit that's actually important instead of playing around with you, trying to act like you really finna get married to this man and then gonna say something. The boy gonna say, so I thought you said that, you know, it was just gonna be a small wedding. What we need to get, he wanna know what we getting fitted for if it's just gonna be a small wedding, a small little situation. It was just gonna be them for. And when I heard that it was just gonna be them for, I said, damn, I mean, I know that you did say it was gonna be 4 people, but at least I thought that your parents was gonna be there. The parents ain't gonna be there. You know, Juan parents ain't here, you know, so, Robin's mama and daddy ain't gonna be there. And truth be told, Robin mama probably be like, bitch, stop playing with me. Probably be like, girl, stop playing. You know you are not about to do this, so don't bring this to me, okay? Give it to somebody else, okay? Let somebody else do it because it's just not gonna happen. I said it's not going to happen either more, especially now that Juan is in this lawsuit from the university that he coaches at. So, no, it's definitely not going to happen. And then she's like, now I got to do the whole thing with my dress. I got to figure out what I'm going to wear. I said, you're not going to wear anything. You're going to be in sweats, okay? You're going to be in sweats sitting on the couch. That's what you're going to be doing, you know? Moving on from that, we get this whole thing with Mia. Mia up in her big house that she no longer has. You know what? That's not even, I know people making jokes about that or whatever, but at the end of the day, I do feel, even though I don't really like Mia for the way that she was acting towards Wendy and all that stuff, that whole situation that went down, the stuff that went down with his family, Gordon, kicking him out of the business, because literally what we see Mia doing is actually talking about opening up more businesses, chiropractic businesses at different times throughout the year in different places. They're getting that stuff together. Meanwhile, his family staging a coup. Okay, they finna come through and just kick their asses out. And I said, wow, I mean, they locked the doors, they changed the locks, they changed the code on them. They got to downsize back to a little townhouse, condo, or whatever. No, I think they're going to a condo now, because the house that they're renting at the moment, they got kicked out. And let me tell you something. I don't know if they got kicked out or if she just decided that they're going to leave because they need to downsize, because at this point, the funny is a little bit money. Or I should say the money is a little bit funny. But at the same time, here's my thing. Mia, you ain't have to tell us that. Mia put a whole announcement in front of the house. Them taking a picture in front of the house. She posted it on Instagram. How do I know? Because it was all on Twitter. I said, girl, why you needed to post this? We ain't need to know about your living situation. You could have let us be surprised when we saw it on next season, because I'm pretty sure she coming back next season. If she was going to get fired, listen, they are firing a lot of people, but she ain't going nowhere. I truly don't feel like she is. But anyway, you got that going on. You got something going on with the kids, she need Gordon to be involved with the kids at their school or whatever, you know, because she's not going to be able to do it because she going to be down in Mexico. Mama basically said she been busy and she need a break and you ain't doing nothing. So you need to come up here and you need to take care of your kids. And he was like, I mean, sure, I could be there. I could be up in the parking lot. I said, you know what? Ain't no lie. I'm not even going to play with Gordon because that's something that I probably would have said. I don't feel like being up in here with these moms. Okay, I sit up in the parking lot. I used to be that type of person where my mom would be like, come to the store with me. I sit in the parking lot. I'm not finna go in the store. That used to be me sometimes because she be wanting to go so freaking early. Any of y'all mamas used to want to go, and I'm talking about as an adult and as a teenager or whatever, be wanting to go to the store at like now when they first open up. Granted, I get the understanding because, girl, you don't want to be around all those people and you want to get the stuff when they first get in there. But, dog, girl, I just went to sleep like 3 hours ago and you want me to wake up and come? Girl, no. You can go ahead and do that yourself. Go ahead. But then, you know, she talking about Jacqueline and mad at her. I said, what Jacqueline mad at? She said, because, girl, you know, she can't help her to get a nanny for the kids or whatever. I said, what? That ain't your responsibility. Me and Gordon said, but that's her responsibility. Them her kids, right? And she was like, yeah. So basically, as we already know, because this stuff that came out, you know, on the internet already, because, you know, Jacqueline people and sister been putting her on blast and everything, or I talk about Mia on blast. So I think Jacqueline's sister is a nanny for Mia's kids, right? And so, you know, there's been times where if Jacqueline can't get a nanny, Mia be like, you know what, you can come on over and bring the kids over here, whatever. And at this point, I guess it's happening so much that Mia is like, girl, I'm tired of it. Okay, bitch, you're going to have to do something for yourself, all right? And so, you know, she a little frustrated at that. But, you know, she's not even finna deal with that because they're about to go to Mexico. Girl, y'all hear the stuff that's going down up in Mexico? Y'all heard the stuff that's going down there in Mexico? El Chapo's son got taken by the police or whatever, military police and all that stuff, and the crew just coming through and declaring war. I mean, people stuck up in their hotels. People can't even go onto the airport because they had the airport surrounded, and they just, girl, it was a mess. I'd be scared out of my mind. When am I gonna get home? When am I gonna get home? It is a mess. I said, damn, I forgot they had more power than the goddamn police down there in Mexico. That is scary, but I'll be safe. So it's time for the trip. You know, Ashley and Karen and Wendy, they meet at the you know, the airport because of course they're going down first just to make sure the accommodations are good, all that stuff, whatever. So they get on the airplane, you know, it looked like they was in business class coach or whatever. So it is what it is. It was cute, you know, ain't no biggie there. I'm only bringing that up because, you know, Giselle and them made it sure to let us know that they was up in first class. And some stuff popped out. Okay. But earlier, you know, they get down there and y'all, let me just tell y'all this. I know some people gonna feel the way I really don't care, and y'all already know that I don't care. But I can still call I can still call somebody out on their stuff. But baby, I really think I got a crush on Wendy. I know somebody said, girl, what? She's so fine to me. She is fine to me. I don't know. Anyway, like when she got out the car in the white and the hair and y'all already know how I feel. Anyway, that's my truth. I'm telling it. I'm living in it. You know what I'm saying? She can be a bit much, but I could deal with it. You know what I'm saying? I'm fair up in this piece. Okay? The ladies of the Real Housewives of Potomac are pretty ladies, okay? They're beautiful. I'm not going to lie. But there's something about Wendy. Y'all already probably know what it is, but it is what it is. Moving on from that, you know, Wendy said, yeah, girl, I can drink because they had alcohol already up in the car. They had Burr and they already had bottles of tequila and stuff and Patron and all that stuff up in there, I guess. I said, oh, y'all about to have a time. I understand, you know. So they get out, you know, because Wendy had the, not the gallstone, but the kidney stone situation. And the doctor said, yeah, you know, you can drink a little bit, but she gonna make sure she drink her water too, okay? So now it's time for the other ladies to go ahead and get ready to go down to Mexico. We got Jacqueline, we got Mia, we got Candace. Hey, Candace and Jacqueline even hugged each other and said, "What's up?" And I was like, oh my God. So we didn't turn the leaf or whatever. We all good now? Because, at one point they really didn't kick it with each other. Meanwhile, Ashley, like, this trip is going to be so much better than Mia's trip. I said we already starting off that way, okay? I don't know what's the budget's been on these Real Housewives of Beverly, or no, the Real Housewives period shows, whatever, because the editing has been top notch on just about all of them, all right? The girls going down there to Mexico, and Bravo up there filming the wildlife like we on National Geographic. I said, dang, did I change the channel? Because this is crystal clear. I thought we was about to learn something about the alligators and stuff. I thought we was just about to learn something about all of the wildlife and everything. I'm waiting for the narration to come through, because all of a sudden I'm interested in the way that they shot that. I said, oh, okay, way to keep your people in tune. But then everything was going great until they actually get to Mexico and off the plane, the group B, and apparently Mia and Jacqueline had got into it while on the plane ride getting to Mexico. Of course, they had to tell us, listen, we up in first class. We don't want this stuff to be happening, all right? But next thing you know, we hear stuff going on about Mia being told basically about how it takes a village to raise kids and everything. And, Jacqueline coming for Mia for her parenting style and all this stuff. And basically what wound up happening is, what I got from all of this, Jacqueline and Mia don't need to be friends. I feel like they was only friends because their parents were friends. That's it. And they tolerated each other throughout the years, and they masked it up to make it seem like they was friends, because I keep on going back and thinking about when Jacqueline told the group, had she met Mia as an adult, she wouldn't be her friend. Now Jacqueline is in her feelings because, according to Mia, it all started over there at Karen's show, because her nanny, who was Jacqueline's sister, was asking where's Jacqueline kids at. Jacqueline didn't know where her kids were. And, at this point, Mia's like, what does that got to do with me? And I get it. And I don't feel like she was saying it in a negative way. Like, why are you questioning me about it? Go question Jacqueline or whatever, those her kids. I wouldn't know their locations. Ask your sister where her kids at. Jacqueline getting up in her feelings, talking about something. Well, it takes a village. You should know it takes a village. And, Mia felt some type of way because, like she said, Jacqueline knows Mia did not have people around her to be a village when she was growing up. So it was a dig, and Mia also put out there, Jacqueline don't really have that many friends, and this is why. So basically, Jacqueline, you upset at Mia because you don't know how to parent your kids? And you mad at the way that she parent her kids because she know where her kids at? Jacqueline, don't get me on here trying to take up for Mia, okay? Because, girl, that's just trifling. And you are messy like that. And I see why you and her together. Y'all just, I don't know. I just don't get it. I said, what? This is weird. So what's this bottled up stuff that's just coming up and everything? And I'm sitting here like, why you don't know where your kids are? Okay? Like, this is not her problem. That's your problem, okay? It is what it is. Get that together, girl. Baby, we done missed a few chapters up in the whole Mia and Jacqueline situation, because the way they went from 5 to 1,000, I was really goddamn confused by this, okay? So, Ashley and them, they at a hotel resort, They get there, Ashley's putting the stuff together, she's giving the girls vibrators and all that stuff. I mean, that's cute or whatever. Trying to make it nice, trying to make it personable for each lady. That's good. Meanwhile, the other ladies, they in the car, the Sprinter van or whatever, and they trying to figure out who's sitting where. And of course, Mia said, Jacqueline ain't sitting by me, okay? She sit her ass over there. So they get up in the car, they get to chit-chatting. Next thing you know, they trying to figure out what's going on with Sharice. Girl, before that happened, it was talking about coochies, okay? And then Candace was like, have y'all ever looked at y'all cooch? And I said, that is a good question. That's a good question. I think you should know what it look like, what it feel like, and all that stuff. Like, I really don't understand people that don't masturbate or whatever. Like, girl, Anyway, because there's some people that don't do it. Some people that just don't believe in it. And I said, so what if you without somebody to play with you and to play on you for a long time, and you got all that pent upness in you? You mean to tell me you ain't believing yourself any type of way? You just gonna let it stay pent up? I don't believe in that, okay? I believe myself. Y'all let somebody else believe me. Anyway, am I right or am I right? I'm right. So next thing you know, Candace was like, you know what? We should all just go look at each other's vaginas. Or I mean our vaginas. Or our own vaginas. I said, girl, what? Me and what Robin was like, hold on, Candace is acting like Mia right about now. What is happening right here? I'm not finna go be looking at nobody else's vagina. I said, now Robin, stop it. Stop it, girl. Stop it, girl. Now you know you want to look at them vaginas. That's what I heard. That's what I had heard, okay? I had heard that you like, okay, it is what it is, but baby, I don't believe you, okay? It wasn't too convincing, but I was really concerned. I said, Candace, what you doing? All right, that was really taking me off guard, but then, of course, they get into the whole situation about, I wonder how Cameron's going to act when Sharice get there and all this stuff, and it was like, well, Sharice told me, this is Mia, Karen said that Sharice brought a big dark black cloud the last time that she was all up into the group or whatever. And I'm sitting here like, well, baby, to her it did. And Mia was like, but I'm just like, listen, she's fun, okay? I said, well, that's to each his own. You weren't here in the beginning. This is a whole different type of Sharice that we're getting, you know what I'm saying? And so they trying to figure out all of that. Baby, next thing you know, they get to the hotel. You got Ashley, Wendy, and what's that girl named? Karen. They downstairs in the lobby with their maracas and everything, trying to be festive and be like, yay, the girls are here. Come on, we're here. Okay, they doing all of that. So they was like, are they in the lobby? Look at them. Everybody is in a jovial mood. You know what I'm saying? Except for Mia and Jacqueline with each other, because they getting off the bus. Mia said, move, because Jacqueline's a big bitch, because that's a big bitch right there. I said, wait a minute, girl. What is going on? I said, was the conversation or the argument really that deep? And I guess it really was. And I guess if you're talking about somebody's parenting skills, that is a very touching subject, you know what I'm saying, that will cause somebody to go over and beyond a little bit. But at the same time, it just feels like this is coming out of nowhere. And we missed a few chapters, because once we got into the hotel room, before they actually get to the rooms and stuff, they're doing something for Ashley. They surprised her in another part of the hotel, threw her like this little semi party or whatever, just trying to get the celebration right off the bat. Try to start it right off the bat. Try to start this on a good foot. Let's have fun right away. Let's eat, let's marry, let's be joyful. Girl, they sitting down having a conversation. Next thing you know, they start talking about Mia and Jacqueline. Mia and Jacqueline ain't getting along. We found out that Mia was mad at Jacqueline at one point because, listen, she was like, Jacqueline, she tried to throw a brick. She threw a brick at my head. That bitch tried to kill me. And I said, wait a minute, what the fuck is going on here? I said, what? Back the stuff up. It was like it was 20 years ago. We was like in 11th grade. Jacqueline got pissed off that I wouldn't let her see my math homework or whatever. And she threw a brick at my head. She tried to kill me. And I was just sitting here like, hey man, you had your nerve to call Wendy ghetto when y'all was up in that fight. Bitch, you been in the gutter. You been in the ghetto. You been in the trenches, and Jacqueline is your ghetto friend. I mean, granted, I don't see nothing wrong with the ghetto, okay? Because I'm a product of it too. But baby girl, you should have been worried about Jacqueline this whole damn time. That bitch I don't care if we was 11th grade, that means you was around 16, 17, 18 years old, okay? Depending in that little age range. Even then, you knew not to try to throw something at somebody's head to bust that bitch open. I said, what in the hell? And y'all remain friends? Y'all remain friends? And it was like, so what did Mia do? Mia, she just turns on you. She turns on you and she get real ugly with you or whatever. And Mia like, no, that's not what I do or whatever. Baby, it went from that to Mia trying to say something about Jacqueline. And then Jacqueline was like, girl, what Jacqueline say? because all of a sudden, Jacqueline was like, nah, because she a mean person or something like that. But Jacqueline said, listen, what she needed some more dick. Okay, because you ain't get enough dick. And then Mia said, well, bitch, you getting enough for all of us. You want me to put that out there? You want me to tell you about yourself? I said, what the fuck is going on? Y'all went from going at each other. Mia went from being, I should say, Jacqueline went from being Mia's representative, okay, to her mouthpiece, to now they're arguing and we're thinking that, you're busting it down for each other. You're sharing men with each other. You're looking at each other's vaginas with flashlights and stuff for so-called yeast infections. And that was cute that Ashley had the flashlight for Mia and Jacqueline. That was funny to me. But now y'all talking about parenting stuff, and then you're talking about lack of dicks, and then talking about she got a whole roster of dicks. You basically called your friend a whore, Mia, without saying it. Okay? And then, you told Mia told the girl, close your legs to married men. I said, oh my goodness, what is going on? Nene then came through, and I was just really like, girl, what? This is confusing. And Jacqueline was like, I'm done with you, Mia. I'm done with you, okay? I'm not gonna do that. I said, what the I said, see, y'all gotta be careful. Y'all gotta be careful. I understand that people be trying to spice stuff up on the shows and all that stuff. And we here for it. But sometimes it better you gotta make it be coherent and make it make sense. Because I'm a little confused right about now. I'm eating it up. But I'm also confused at the same time. Like, did we really need this? What is all of this? Not on the girl's birthday weekend, but baby, it wouldn't be a girl's trip if it wasn't no drama. So there it is. Baby, when I tell you the dramatics were on 10, okay, it's like Mia, or I should say Jacqueline, was trying to earn a spot because I just didn't understand. I'm done with you. I'm done with you forever. After everything we gone through, this is it. I am done with you. I said, girl, all right, be done. I was with Mia. If you're going to be done, okay? Because what you're not about to do is make me feel bad for something that you probably started or whatever, because you the one that's getting all up in your feelings and you the one getting all up in your huff and your puff and your chest. And it was Candace that went over there, trying to stop them when she was getting up, when she was like, no. I said, Candace, sit down and let this continue. We need some show, okay? Then it was Wendy that went over there to comfort Jacqueline, who was crying. I was trying to see where the tears was at. I'm sorry. I was just trying to see where the tears was at. Of course, Wendy had to throw up in there that, Mia didn't get into it with just about everybody, so maybe the problem is Mia. Maybe. Who knows? Okay? Because at this point, I'm just not understanding. Basically, Mia said she tired of the girl taking control over her, whatever, and she tired of funding her. So Mia did help that girl get the car. Mia and Gordon helped that girl get that car or whatever. And it was just so weird. I said, I'm all for a good little confrontation, okay? But when I can understand what happened. And I get it that they're friends and it's probably stuff that's been built up or whatever, but it just came out of the blue and we missed a whole bunch. And I was just like, okay, this is cute or whatever. You're doing a lot just to give us a scene. I get it. But next, all right, they go out there on the beach to the shaman or whatever, Karen said, listen, we trying to bring some peace. I Googled something and I saw a shaman, so let's go out there. I said, girl, for what? It ain't gonna work, okay? The girl's looking like, what the heck is this? So they respecting him. He asking, what do you expect to happen, or what do you want, or what is something, you want to say? And, Ashley said what she had to say. Sharice up here talking about she want people to live in love and not hate, going around hating people, whatever. It was a dig at Karen. Karen said, I don't understand why this half a leprechaun looking bitch is here. All you here for is for free food, room and board, all this stuff or whatever. Like, what is your purpose? And when she called that lady a half looking leprechaun, I said, wow. All I heard really was leprechaun. And I kind of blanked out on that. And I just said, wow. Like, at the end of the day, I just don't understand. I don't get it. And I know that this is a show, because in real life, you would definitely understand when a person don't want to talk to you. And if a person is giving you all of this energy where they're not giving you the energy that you want, that means that I don't want to be involved with you at any point. So why are we forcing the issue just because you want to get back on the show? So they get up in the water for a little bit. They go in the house and, or they go inside. They go into the rooms or whatever, and they see the gifts, the bullets, you know, they did a little veil for Robin that says bride to be. She was on the phone with Juan, and she goes out on the balcony, and baby, that thing then flew off, and she said, I guess that's a sign. I said, no, that's just a reality, okay? Even the wind told you that, girl, you're not getting married. The wind said, you're not getting married. Stop playing with us. Leave us alone. That's what the wind was saying. You know what I'm saying? So I was just like, Robin, take your ass back inside and let's get dressed. So they get ready to go to the to go eat, right? And we found out that Giselle was on a date with somebody that been up in her life for a minute. That's fine, okay. And now we're about to get down to the bottom of the crux and stuff about why I guess Karen and Sharice don't get along, or at least whatever the issue is Karen has with Sharice. Girl, we don't give a damn. We don't give a damn, okay? Baby, so, the girls are downstairs. They're talking. Everybody starts trickling in. We're looking at Wendy in her outfit. We're finding out that she has 5 tattoos. Okay, cool. Robin comes through and she says, you know what? I had the little veil and everything, but, the wind blew it off. Girl, right when they was on the beach, right, and the shaman was all up on them or whatever, why did the camera put all up in Robin's hair and we saw her track? We saw her clip in. I said, bag back, okay? But girl, I was just like, oh my goodness, what is about to happen? Why do we care? The way that Karen was talking about Robin in that confessional when it came to that whole situation about the veil, Karen really just don't see it for Robin. And I just need to understand, because I don't remember what it, I get it, but I just don't get the true hostility of it all. Because Karen said that fake ass marriage and that fake ass ring. I said, oh my God, Karen, what's going on? I said, girl, what is happening here? And so, Sharice comes down and Jacqueline comes down and everybody's coming down, okay? We're all sitting there, we're cool, Actually, I think Jacqueline and Candace came down together. Candace said, even though her and Jacqueline had their little tiff at the beginning when they first saw each other, she never really disliked the girl, okay? So, she feel a little bit, she's cool with her, So I'm saying like, okay, oh, that's cool. You have a little falling out slightly with a person and then you get right back and y'all cool. That's fine. I like that, because that it really wasn't that deep. So everybody's sitting down, and we talking about the gifts. It was the flashlight was given to Giselle, okay? It was a joke, because of the whole thing. We finna look at people's vaginas and stuff. And then, that subject came up for the rest of the girls who wasn't in the car when Candace brought it up. We found out that Candace was about to start IVF treatments in a few weeks. So hopefully that takes. Obviously I don't think it did. I'm not sure. I'm not gonna put that out there. Because she's not pregnant now, but she could still be going through the treatments now. So, whew. Anyway, next thing you know, it was Giselle. Now, see, I don't know if y'all was looking at Real Housewives of Beverly Hills and y'all know the news about Renna getting the boot. She got fired, okay? Now, I will admit, on each season or each sector of Real Housewives franchise, you do need a villain. You need a villain, okay? But you need a villain that makes sense. You need a villain that they will have moments where, oh, that's funny. Oh, you doing a little bit much. Oh, I kind of like you for a second. Oh, you messy as hell, but it's still funny and I still want you to stay on the show. That is Giselle. I'm not one of those one that'll say Giselle can go, okay? Giselle is needed for the show. Giselle don't be in nobody else's business or don't be in none of her business but everybody else's business. And Giselle is the one that brings the stuff up and get the shit popping. We just have to fucking admit that. Now with Renna, she was just being very malicious, okay? And she had to go, But that's, and I only brought her up to show you the difference, okay? She was just being extremely nasty, especially that last season. And it was just like unbearable. But Giselle, she was needed to pop the stuff off. Cause Mama said, I'm gonna be nosy. And she was staying true to form. Baby, I'm trying to understand what it is that's going on between you and Sharice, because you know, Sharice, you wasn't at the show, and she was like, you felt some type of way. No, I didn't feel any way that I wasn't at the show because I really didn't want to go. But you know, I just want to know what her issue is with me, you know. And she was like, yeah, you put that picture, you know, you put the video out or whatever. Now, it would have been cute if you would have sent it to me and we would have laughed about it or whatever, and I could have just let things go. I said you would have just let things go, so you wouldn't care. But she was basically like, Karen called her out on the fact that you're trying to do all this stuff or whatever to get back into the friend circle, and it's just not going to happen. Trying to get back into the friend circle? I don't want to be friends with you. I don't want to be. What I want from you is just to tell me and be a woman and just see that you don't want to be friends with me, and that's it. Because I honestly don't. You do care. You do, instead of just telling everybody else. Girl, that's what you do too. You done told Giselle, you done told everybody else this lady don't want to be friends with you, or she ain't trying to be friends with you or whatever. But, you know, at the end of the day, y'all both doing the same things. But if her actions is telling you that she don't want to be friends with you, why are you still harping on it? Let it the freak go. It's been 5+ years. It's been 5+ years and you ain't got no play. Then you bring up in there talking about some, what have you done for me? It's like, you know, my father died. I was going through my divorce and my father died, and you didn't see anything. I sent a text sending condolences. Oh, a text. Yeah, a text, because you want to know why? I also was going through the same thing because my mother had just died, okay? And you didn't care. You didn't care. When she was at the funeral, she was at the funeral. I didn't go to the funeral. Don't you put my mother's name up in your mouth, okay? Now, how you dare you try to use that to get up in this group or whatever, because that's the only reason why you came to the funeral or whatever, because you was trying to use that as the end to get into the group. I said, what? I said, Karen is about to go off for nothing. But at the same time, when she said that stuff about she said, first you have to understand, listen to what she clearly said. She said, don't bring up my mother's funeral. Okay, and then she said, don't use my mother's funeral as a way to get back in this group. And she said, don't put my mother's name and funeral in your mouth, okay? And so at this point, I'm like, I get the frustration. You could say Karen was doing the most, which she was. And when they said, oh, the dramatics, that's the only thing that I agree with Sharice on. But at the same time, I feel like Karen was just fed up. Karen was just like, because again, Karen is over it. Karen is not hard. I don't care what nobody say. Just because somebody don't want to give you that conversation that you want, they don't have to give you that. Just because somebody don't want to give you the reason that you want as to know why they're not cool with you, they don't have to give you that. And that does not mean that they're harboring anything towards you. That could also mean that they're clearly past it. Because if they wanted to give you that, you had prime opportunity within that 5 years to get that done. And it never happened. And so therefore, move it on. She's moved on. You've coming on with this old stuff that she don't care about anymore. It's frustrating. It's triggering. And you're doing the most. So therefore, she exploded. Whether it made sense or not, she exploded. And I'm not mad at Karen for doing so. Because it's fucking Sharice. Let me just say this. Sharice, baby, it's times hard. Because I'm like, is that the same wig that she's been wearing the whole damn time? And why does it look so flustered, frustrated, and depressed? It just looks all types of messed up. And then I'm just like, is she okay? She looked like she's probably, I don't want to say medicated, but she don't look like the old Sharice that we knew from when she first came on the show. It's just a lie. Sharice, you can go. Next thing you know, Karen getting up, Sharice getting up, they banging on tables. Giselle said, I don't understand why I'm sitting here finna watch this geriatric fight. I said, now, ma'am, you in the same category, because Karen is only a few years older than you, probably maybe 5. Baby, y'all in the same age range, so stop that. So you geriatric as well. But girl, I said let them continue. Let them get it out, okay? Let Sharice continue to get her feelings hurt. That's all. Anyway, that was the Real Housewives of Potomac. And I will see you girls later. Oh, let me not just say you girls, because it's guys that watch me too. I want to be inclusive. I will see you guys, which means everybody, y'all. I will see y'all later. Have a good week. I hope y'all have a good week. Be good. Peace.